that's come through from
One
the guys
hell of a
over
hot
in
mic right there.
Frankfurt,
Okay,
it's
SGE on
basically been
defense,
this run
Giants on
through
attack.
A play-in into an LCQ, a 36-team play-in into a 16-team
Who's going to be the first
LCQ.
Tier 2 team to get their win? That's the real question.
That's a cool story already.
Well, for GX, they'll be the first team put to the test in the Tier 1. Not just them.
I wonder if these games are going to be more popular than the group games.
Do some damage, early aggression towards B. Westside's the man who's
maybe they'll be less popular until they get close to Ambra.
A beautiful start.
Strong start right there.
Route back to B could be open, but with a minute 10 on the
more
clock,
interesting. Yeah, more interesting,
no
but it's. Do
from the time.
you think people will watch until there's actually
side,
close games?
Including GX, this is now the run towards
Fen,
champions.
thank you so much for the gifted, bro. I
The
appreciate
door
that.
isn't
Thank you, Fen.
closed, but it's just very far away. Think of it like a Alice in Wonderland.
It's almost panicky and not coming. Yeah, I did have to
sort of get a little bit
do
closer
some stuff.
for it to enlarge at least a little. And for GX, I think there's been a lot to be desired.
spread thin at the moment.
A statement victory
Trying
here,
to do too
though,
much, I
well,
think, but it's good.
maybe we start to change our tune. They've always been a team that has been good at making it to champs. Maybe if it is in the most unconventional and unpredictable ways. But Westside,
Siege, thanks so much for the tier 1 as well. Appreciate that. 41 months. Thank you so much as well.
Round is not a bad start.
From the day he stepped foot on our stage, he has been
Missed
a
most of the groups we here for the playing stuff. Yeah, I can understand missing a lot of the groups.
But as deadly with anything.
Did feel like it didn't mean too much.
Frankfurt.
So I'm okay missing like a lot of the Americas groups as well.
Looking all too likely and certainly not easy with Aris standing in front of them. 1-0 for GX.
SGE wanted some confidence. It's
in-zone flawless.
Probably gonna get a kill.
Yeah, very comfortable, of course. Coming into the map pool in general, this was something that was intriguing to me. I think the Summit being up last is always going to be a fun one, considering we've not seen either of these teams play. And it is worth noting that I don't believe the more recent stages we've seen in the Tier 2 had that map.
You would like to feel the Tier 2 teams with so much time and stuff should have a lot of good set strats. They had so much time. There should be good antis, should be good set strats. They might miss a lot. They might be unconfident.
Well, at least in stage 2, GX have not played this map.
It's worth mentioning that a lot of people out there are going to look at those Tier 2 teams as the favorites in these matchups. They've been tested in a
Monster
real
is
way.
good.
GX and indeed the franchise teams in general, they're a fortress that has only been shelled in
I mean, these three have been around for a long time.
Teams come in to see if they are the cannons that can really do the damage. And at least to start it, we can see Westside's confident. You heard him there. I'm telling you, I'm sitting these guys down, and well, that was certainly the case in the pistol with his 3K.
Thoughts on Eng saying he's basically the assistant coach? I mean, I would try and protect my name as well if we were having these results.
Avoiding the stack as well.
I'd be like, well, I'm doing nothing actually. I'm not sure I actually signed.
Only one behind, and it's Flickless, a man with a pistol.
I haven't received a paycheck yet. Does that mean that I'm not signed?
GX have here, with 2 pistols brought in, they can still see a couple kills go against them and be happy enough with how things play out. Flickless is going to try to.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. On to Fizzy. That was a clean little flick. And he's got the info.
Can they get a raise
just execute into C. Nice and easy. Extra paranoia to be safe. And a plant found with these. The challenge here is to get any more damage for these defenders. It's not an easy one.
It's unlikely. Especially within the post block.
The scapegoat, yeah. Dude, I feel like everyone will be wanting to scapegoat.
I think also what will be interesting
Who's in charge of the defense summit? Well, that's not me.
The last few years we've talked about that road to ascension, the chance to join the Tier 1, whereas
nice shot. Dude, they're hitting some nice shots right now.
It didn't seem like the greatest thing in the world. We had teams like Apex, unfortunately not able to really do too much, but then you look at the teams from last year that came up.
One more. You might find the one more here. Gonna find the Viper, gonna get the Razor.
Eternal Fire haven't quite done that yet. They've been in contention.
That's a Razor.
An extra kill at least for Azuri. We'll drop one additional pistol, but the rifles will all be kept. And so every major weapon has gone forward.
Yep, the margin for error still playing within for GX.
Have they fixed the Cypher bug? I mean, you would hope so. I don't think they would be playing on it if it's still there.
And for either teams in this series, I think momentum being a massive factor. Can you imagine being the first team from franchise being pushed to the limit by the Tier 2 teams? The word fraud floats around in your head. But for GX, having a strong start as well,
Swift,
as we
thank
saw
you
from
so much
in that replay. It gives you that confidence that
You
you
will
are
be
a
the
tier
first
above
buy.
for a
Fox
reason.
will be the best.
Yeah,
Okay.
Showstopper in your first buy round. It's used immediately.
Yeah, we got a good amount of tier
Javelino,
2
the
believers, but
youngster,
right now they're
someone
getting
we were
absolutely
highlighting,
wrecked, I'll be honest. It
so
is a classic
young coming
snowball
into
though.
this
It's pistol
matchup.
into bonus. With the bonus, you had an ult.
But he's been
A
wrecked
strong ult.
immediately in the
It
first
also
buy. In fact,
insta-pop
he's
the
been
ult,
wrecked in the
so
first
you got more
3
chance of
rounds,
getting
and
kills with it early.
for someone so young making his way onto this stage, just 16 years old, that's not the way you want to start.
No. Now the early bloomer withered away. As
You
soon
want
as
an
those
upset
barriers
except
went
for the
up, he
Fnatic
goes down,
game?
and
Mate, that's the
all
game that's
C
most
side
likely
left
to be an
open. Now
upset.
is the group up from the defense towards A. They see nothing as they waited for enemies to crash against their gates. Now they find Flickless still waiting in that same position as last round, but his wall gets him out, gets him into another position while the rest of the team works towards C and B. Flickless, same as in the pistol.
God, it does feel like it's fast right now. Look at some of these kills though. They not just feel like it's instant. West side's peeking out over towards B once they discovered the wall as well. Dude, they're everywhere.
As good of a start to the series as you could have imagined.
Imagine they just smash him, man.
Wait, and a map that they don't play. The only thing against them now is the time and Azuri.
Perfect.
Now he does still have a snake bite, but finding any way to use it is impossible, and he's left completely blind.
Look at
the
that
assist.
util though.
Pinged up by a paranoia, a snake bite, and then even the haunt at the end.
Giants look good.
There was no way out of that one, and
Gotta save that.
oh, this is looking like a nightmare start for SGE.
Yeah, no one's even got like
They have got
confidence frags, really.
one man standing.
Tenji, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 14
A
months.
chance
Thank you.
for 4 of the 5 players to be 0-3 at the end of this round. Maybe that early pressure starting to be placed onto their shoulders. Okay, it will only be 3 of them. Or will it be 0-3?
Is Enterprise the best
Monster
team
at
in the
least gonna
EMEA
get
for tier
himself an
2?
exit kill,
Yeah.
and he's definitely one of the players
Judging by
that
what teams
I
are
wanna
saying,
see
judging
get
by the
going.
results.
Obviously making it in the past. But it always seems like a
as
long
well.
road back
You
to
got a
that top
Razor
flight.
into this
GX
round. The
3
Razor
and
was halfway
0
through.
on the board early on.
They're
It's
looking
been a
good.
fantastic start for them.
And for the players over on that defensive side, on EINTRACHT Frankfurt,
One enemy remaining.
being dismantled like this right away. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pause to steady the nerves, steady the ship ahead of what is clearly some stormy waters, but it looks like they're going to roll right back into this. Pistols across the board, the Sheriff's
maybe
coming into
next
play.
round.
Bit of aggression attempted towards C main this time, get that early control.
Early info. I
But it
don't know
looks
if he
like
saw
GX
2
also
pushing,
have an
but at
idea
least
of
saw
their
1.
own. This time not leaving Flickless on
One of
his
the
own on
benefits
that
of having the
side of
Cypher, though, I
They
will
have
say
the
the Cypher on
defensive
this map,
utility
as much as
covering
everyone
off
is
that
like
push through
on
C,
board with the
covering off
Vice, and I would just
B.
probably still use a Vice as well.
Westside's got all that
The
responsibility, while the
aggro
rest will
cam
simply
here,
work on
the
the A
defensive
side. They
cam
feign
here,
the
so you don't
control
have to do
here
any
and
peeks
rotated
behind
back
this
a
line.
number of times, and I think
The
now
early
against this
info
low
A,
buy,
like the Cypher's
I want
nice,
to play
man.
finishing into the A side. What seems to be the play. Whoa.
I think you can just see as well, though, the amount of control that's being held onto by
Going back
Westside.
again.
Like, they've been playing depth on their lurks, swapping it up and maybe trying to figure out.
Toxin screen down.
Well, Monster is now going to go looking.
You die.
First goes his way. Holding on to this
2
should be an
bullets.
impossibility, but he is
1
buying
bullet.
time, and he's going to run out of
Sorry.
bullets before anything more can be done.
Just slowly gunning down.
That's going to be all the positions revealed.
Yeah, they
Looks
should
like they're
definitely
going to
cancel on this
continue
one. Go back,
forward,
he's got
though,
too
but
much
at the
space.
last second now, with Ara taking so much space, they're going to go back again.
Now, they've done a wonderful job here. Again, what have they done every round?
30
Play
seconds
towards
left.
A, finish towards the C site. So they make it look like that is the play yet again.
Ooh,
And instead,
hold up.
they fill in that space. But
on the
Ara
ball.
making
With
the
it
time
all
being
way
so low as
towards that
well.
beacon, it made them think that they could
Double
go for the B
satchel,
plant
Omen
instead.
flash.
But now it might give EINTRACHT Frankfurt a position to fight from. Man advantage on the defense. They'll look to take this together. And it seems like 3 coming in from heaven. Take a peep at their utility. Still a paranoia to play with him. From where Fizzy is now, he could easily land that onto 2 players. The smoke up as well. It doesn't go to main. There's still a chance for Westside, but the Viper
they
Wall's
didn't
going to
check.
block him out, and they didn't clear the blindsided player. Westside
Enemy remaining.
cleaning house, man. The wall went up to keep him out of
Yeah,
main,
very
but he
nice
just
in the end.
stepped
It's
right
expensive,
in.
though.
Gorgeous work for GX.
They gotta get some
and,
rounds,
well, just
man.
like you said in the pistol round,
This is a must
Westside
win.
is sitting them down.
Yeah, it's a little bit closer.
Garlic bread, thanks so much, man. 38 months, appreciate you.
The rotations back and forth. I think being caught in a couple of interesting battles. I'm not really sure.
I mean, there's a couple of football clubs.
Anywhere near as long as he did.
Wolves, Barcelona, also.
It is going to be the conversion out on West Side. This is the thing. I think when you are a player like him, maybe a player like Ara on his day, you come in against players that, like,
time out for the must-win round.
Are said to be on a lower level than you, and you just come in hyper confident.
Barca's of our team as well, yeah.
The rest of the team have that same sort of level just yet.
I mean, they applied for a partnership as well. We'll see if they get anywhere.
You do see that pause called a chance to talk it
the
over
football
with
teams
the
going to esports is normally just like the owner's son likes esports, and they give him a bit of play money. That's normally what happens.
But they let it slip.
But they were much quicker to react to GX's play towards the C site, but that was by design. GX came into that round.
Mini, thank you so much for the raid, Mini. I appreciate that. Wait, what, chat? What was Mini doing? Playing games?
This puts the attackers in a position where they
Mini's just Mini's just been grinding at the moment.
Their calls have been working.
He's playing ranked. Holy.
The position up in B-Con, and he loses the fight, but he wins.
Wins, losses, what we saying?
And they have an even more convincing round there with that control to play around.
Winning ranked.
Frankfurt, the pause that we expected to see coming early on, as it has felt like they're a puppet with their strings
He's
being
doing anything but watch partying.
By their opposition. West Side 8-2.
The game goes too fast for him to analyze fast. That's the thing. He's got to have a VOD review, man. He needs to be able to pause.
3 players towards Mound this time, and it's going to be a challenge for GX to deal with. Unlike the others, they've got aggression coming their way.
It's too overwhelming.
Let's listen in for this epic moment.
Let's listen in, mate. They're on some.
Listen, he has a. Can we just hold for a second?
Yeah.
Buddha. Okay, so I think Waltz here. Can we throw God Smoke and then we bait it and then leave?
Yeah, wait. One guy was spamming me from side, guys. On 9.
I think this guy's gonna be in the open, okay? Wait, I'm gonna probably close.
Yeah.
Wait, after the bubble, okay? I think they're gonna fight after the bubble. Hold.
Yeah, hold. Could be.
We are good, boys. Chill down a bit.
Yep, we're
I
good.
have nothing to fight with, really.
It was Viper and C, okay?
You have blind Jesse or no?
No.
Okay, listen. You guys are gonna double peek bend. I'm gonna Prowler, okay? Wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Prowler.
Be ready? Prowling. Close. They're fighting.
On top. One close.
Close left.
Can you leave or no?
One watcher. He's close.
Last player standing.
Vice never spotted.
I think Visor's A this round.
So they kind of worked out what was going on, but then they didn't actually have like a plan. They were like, they're gonna fight us here, or there's a good chance they're fighting. But then if you actually look at their swing, it's like their swing was really bad. Net went back, one went forward, then the other one kind of looked at him going forward, so he had to swing out. Their plan was pretty bad. Even though they were very much on top of what they were going to be doing,
not giving him too much to play with. It needs to be instant.
Like their actual idea wasn't great. It's still impressive how much net comms there, but he needs to come up with the plan.
As well, a start at least, and with this defensive half, at least over the last month or so.
Look at it, no one's even going wider.
Being their better of the two, it's important, I think, that they get on it at least early enough.
Micro fights? Dude, that's the whole meta at the moment.
The first 3 rounds went, because there was a much better sign in that 4th with the pistols, but the first 3 looked very dominant, and we needed to see a round on the board soon. Now we've seen Westside put into the ground as well in that clutch moment, and GX, they taste their first defeat. The defense, that came off the back of a triple stack towards the side of the map that GX did try to pressure.
Okay, they get early info, rotate over towards A.
Yeah, and also even then, it was cleaned up relatively well from GX. It was just Musashi coming out with 3. Like, if he doesn't have that multi-frag, yeah, it's not a round that goes away. And he gets his ult in the middle of it. And that's so it's not the most repeatable round in the world. They do have an ult or 2, but Ara already back up to that showstopper once again. It was enough to take down Gemalino in the last.
I'm excited to hear what the tier 2 teams comes to like. When we get that listen, it's a big win right there. And at the same time, he kind of messes up his boom bot, so that's a bit of a shame, but the idea is right. Clear behind it, just double check.
It's fired a little late. Monster escapes.
Dude, it's a big round to win if they get this.
Musashi's taking position though. He's looking for the fight, but
oh man, they're losing so many jewels.
Have done remarkably well.
Yeah.
Showstopper in. Gemalino with
such
a
low
chance
HP.
to drop at least 1.
Oh, the big 1v1.
It's a risky play. But in the 1v1,
he's
Jesse,
already on his way pretty early.
The problem is he has no idea at this
They
stage
both go mount.
where his opponent's gone to.
No, missed the angel. Ah, bruh, I think that's the map done with this one.
GX their 5th.
Dude, I can't believe they lost this. They had so many here, and they just lost so many angels. 3 of them just disappeared.
Right of where he needed to be, and then his opponent seemed dead to rights, but he's just unable to connect the shot.
It was a 4v3. They got the raise all out of them.
Very, very quickly indeed.
God, there's some shocker of an angel. That first one there.
A weird fight to see at the end, but Jesse is someone that's been under quite a lot of scrutiny. I think you could even see it from the players on the other side trying to sort of hype him up because he's had a rough few weeks.
Forced them down to an eco after winning their 1 round.
But that clutch is worth its
Nerves?
weight in gold.
Yeah, they're for sure nervous.
Telling them to stand up, and the confidence converting into advantages, into kills for GX.
This duel here,
5 versus 3 off rip. 4-man
this duel
stack
here,
from the defense towards A.
they should be winning.
They thought they could outnumber them, and that would make the difference, but it's changed nothing. If anything, it's given GX.
Might also be a setup thing. I mean, that's LAN experience.
That they normally don't have. A minute 5 on the clock.
That kind of goes into the nerves.
All pistols.
Like that's what makes you nervous. You know, your normal setup at home.
And for this round to even become costly for the attack, it looks unlikely. And they kind of needs to be a costly round. Look where the credits are at. They haven't gotten out of control, but 5, even 4 players survived this one.
Where are you?
And you've got to break a few buys.
This attack side from GX is building into an incredibly strong one, and as I said, if you look at recent results, majority of defensive side wins for EINTRACHT Frankfurt.
30 seconds left. Okay.
That's looking incredibly unlikely at this stage, unless they can somehow make this round work, but with the amount of utility that's holding them back, the weaponry that's on display, it would have to be some
get
sort
2 good
of
ults for next round.
cataclysmic mistake from GX to let this one slip.
They needed that round. The round before this, yeah.
Remember for a long
That's
time
like
to
the
come.
whole, the whole half gone really.
I hope that Flickless has told him that he's been
They could have
playing
made it
from
pretty
that
close to
spot
that
in
one.
most of the rounds, that they take it anywhere but A. Musashi should expect someone to be around here. Dealing with him will be difficult, as you can see, but the spidey senses were tingling. Only Monster left, Classic in hand. An ult if he wants to use it, but I think we'd have a timeout after that, or he'd be put into timeout. Instead, going down to the spike might be the best option available. Instead, he'll go down to net. The man who I think already had his ult online, so no big deal. In zone flawless though for GX is the bigger.
What was it?
Of
Vice
problems.
or Vice or?
Sure, they lose 1 weapon to the spike.
It was flawless when the round ended, but not when the round ended.
Yeah, not when the next round started. But for Net, you know, he needed that extra orb on his ult he already had, so I'm glad he got it.
Just giving it a little bit.
6-1. It has not been.
How many teams qualify from Playins to playoffs for?
On the VCT EMEA stage that EINTRACHT Frankfurt were hoping for, but there's still plenty of time to go. Jamelinho for the first time will now have the operator in play. He's the lone defender of the C site. And this B site about to be under pressure.
No instant Viper setup.
Omen
Flash is great though, but we Omen Flash in and then no one's here to even fight behind it. So the Omen Flash is completely pointless.
Lurking around that
back, gotta go deal with this one.
Take space off the back of the ult.
Gotta wait for his teammate.
Instead, he's now under serious
He ain't waiting for his teammate.
Ooh.
Damn, I mean, respect, he won the duel.
Might have been a bit of a misclick there from West Side. Jesse's gonna pick up one of the pieces, but still too many spilled on the floor. EINTRACHT Frankfurt, man advantage to play with. Viper's Pit on the retake, covers the spike as well. This has become a headache now that GX have to deal with, and all of their utility is gone, barring 1 Prowler. Jesse needs to keep this angle if GX are to have any chance of defending the site. And he stands tall with 3 in, looking for more.
Another 4v3.
And the spam from Net is enough. The pit now dropped to leave 1 in the open.
Another 4v3 must
will
win,
not
gone.
make it out alive. The spam from Flickless, but 7-1 on the board. GX.
They can't
looking
keep getting away with this. I
confident
mean,
and
it's
clean
Jesse all the
early
time
on
as well.
Lotus.
God,
He's been
where
the guy.
was this Jesse in stage 2? Like, where was this guy? Like, it's like he's gone, oh, I'm back against tier 2 teams.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I recognize a lot of these names actually.
Basis, like, that was just filth.
Let's go!
He's getting
I used to play against these guys all the time. This should be easy.
By the way.
I don't think that was the problem. I'll be honest with you. I feel like them not killing Jesse was a far bigger problem, and I don't know what they've
Another
done,
eco.
what his routine was today, but I suggest keeping it up for the rest of this run towards Barcelona, and of course, champions as well.
Doesn't look like anybody needs to tell Net to stand up anymore. That you love to see. 7-1. GX with an opening right off rip. With what we're up against here, Ara's basically got a double barrel operator. Only Fizzy's got the full shields. And the stack up again towards Mound. It's where they've had some success with those early fights, but the defense is seeing that nobody's home over there. The GX, although the one thing I will say is that it's been very rare to see them take this space and actually commit to the A site. And if they do it in the one round where EINTRACHT Frankfurt have nobody A, even when they expected a push, they'd have 2 con, but 1 towards the A site. It would be frustrating. The timing here delayed a little bit.
I mean, they get 2 on the side.
So when GX actually do go, if it is, as it seems, towards the A site, they'll be walking into 2. The rotates are perfect.
They need some inspiration from the coach. They need yeah, they need some confidence. That's nice. Maybe that's some confidence. I think it needs to be one of those speeches where you just say that you don't care about losing.
Death at a rate that's frankly heartbreaking.
Because I think they all care too much right now. They're just missing so many aim drills.
Oh, that has got to suck. That opening by Jamalino gave me hope, and look how quickly GX took that hope away.
Yeah, it's been shattered. I think
you know, Yak, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 5 months.
Come up against a squad where we talk about sometimes it just being the West Side show. Maybe every once in a while you get Ara as well. There definitely hasn't been a day I can remember where we had West Side, Ara, and Jesse all playing to a high standard, but that's what they're up against right.
Holy Jesus.
And Flickless too, man. I mean, he's just been so clean today. When he's hitting shots like that, what can you tell us? And it's going to be in the replay.
Dude, people went from watching Mini play ranked into that. That's how I imagine it looked.
You can run that at normal speed, and it's long enough.
Yeah,
if we slow it down, we're going to miss half of the next round. Yeah.
That was a
as I was saying,
perfect moment.
3 players.
Mini was shooting today? Damn.
Looking like they're in really good form right now.
It's okay, Flick.
It's okay because you're winning 8-1.
It's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it.
If you weren't winning 8-1, it would not be okay.
Well,
dude, there's no way the EMEA replay guy missed an opportunity to slow-mo that.
Hey, he had that crazy flick
Do you reckon he feels...
pistol round, you remember that?
Yeah, you got really
I was going to say
excited
feels
about
bad because the tier 2 teams, but it wasn't a tier 2 team that did
So
it.
less important, but
less
He
important.
feels bad for them, yeah, but
He
mate,
also
Giants
then
was up
lied.
against
But it
anyone.
was
I
a
think he's
very cool
replaying that.
flick.
Sure.
Short-lived success. That's been
3
the story
here,
for
boys.
Frankfurt in this game, no, and now
This is your round.
success is around the corner. 3 players spotted
There's
towards the C site, though. An immediate wraparound from GX as they look now to pressure the B site, but of course, that space being filled in. They've left A open this time around, fighting the rest of the map, and it's worked wonders for the defensive stance of SGE.
Sashi's been one of the bright sparks. They can't afford to let too many players slip. As you mentioned about the economy earlier, it's already built up now for GX. They have plenty of credits available to them, and the other side wanting to make sure they at least get to play those last few rounds with plenty of credits available to them. And honestly,
Why did they commit to C here? I think just wanted to change up.
Already has his ultimate online. I think you just leave him to it. Yeah. Or you fine with the op.
I think it's one of those where they 8-1 up and they're like, well, are we just way better?
And it looks like no one else is going to contest. Okay, operator.
Also, you don't have to do everything perfect in this meta at the moment.
Surely they go back and refight for that. And now they can. Okay, it will be seized back. Disaster avoided.
I guess it got Jamalino's ult. That's the silver lining with it.
All part of the plan.
I don't know if he'll do a number for his confidence, because it does just feel like Jesse is at a completely different level.
They're just a tier gap with these teams.
But an important round.
I mean, we're kind of going to find out, to be honest. I don't really know. I don't watch enough for tier 2. It should definitely be closer than this, though. I feel like this is a lot of nerves.
Take from that what you will. They won 13-7, but this versus Pacific, and there was an EWC qualifier. So it was a while ago. But they are looking very strong. The arrow showstopper has been used for space in the majority of rounds.
We got 4 here. What are we doing? Fast flying? 5 here. Fast flood. Omen flash goes in. Someone's got to send it. Not bad. Oh my goodness. Dude, look at them though. They're all on the same page on this one, and they're on top of the Omen ult. Way better.
Two names that will strike fear normally, but Monster is having a round.
That's what we needed to see. Finding their footing, finding their rhythm in this game has been such a struggle for EINTRACHT Frankfurt. And it looks like they haven't left it too late to show back up. Still that 8-4 scoreline possible.
Maybe they will show a godlike attack, maybe. Boo, you just here waiting for the Pacific game?
The way this started, it made me doubt if we'd actually see this confident face to the defensive side, or to this team in general. Jamalino's certainly starting to feel it, diving himself in, up in hand, showstopper to work with. And yeah, he didn't get anything himself, but it was about how quickly, as you said, the showstopper had a kill, but Azuri was ahead of it. Monster came in with a big, was it 3K from him in this round? Containing that flank up as well.
First map jitters. Same thing happened in the China games.
There's a lot of conversations about players.
Yeah, it will look a lot better.
Someone that's been talked about as a potential tier 1 player for a very, very long time.
Musashi definitely was.
I think, yeah, so was Musashi, even like being there at a point.
Did they do
like Jamalino being so young? I think every
did they do the 1v1?
Sort of talking point. Monster is the one for me where it's like I'm almost
did the tier 1 to get the first seed?
Like I think for many years, this
is there a skirmish for this or not?
We saw him make it to the
top
final of Ascension.
They got wrecked on the skirmish. Oh, okay.
Being one of the standouts on that
I do think trying to play their map fast might work pretty well. So you get all the nerves out on the map you're meant to lose.
Like he just has depth and a lot of individual skill. He had a very quiet
It was
start
Ara versus the coach.
But he's
they
now
put the coach
in.
in.
That's the important thing. Like we can forgive a team coming into this sort of tournament where you've had to run the gauntlet through 36 teams, through another 16 teams, make it to one of the
Not
4
sure that's
places
the play.
that gets an opportunity.
I feel like you don't want to play your map fast.
Yeah, maybe that first half's going to be a bit rough, but I was worried that it's going to be the first match.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't get a lot of time on this stage. Nowhere near enough time to squander.
Boombot clears front of B. It's not a good Boombot though.
Right now. Push up from Monster's gotten them a lot of information. All of C clear.
This guy gets a kill, he gets his fade, or not sure he's gonna be able to find the time for it.
Put through the Boombot.
Boombot and then Omen flash off of it.
With his eyes, ears, and his scope in his hand, but the pressure's on now, surrounded on both sides.
What is my guy meant to do? It's straight out in the open here. They're very static. At least they pushed over towards C, but
not there. As the sun
they gotta fight like somewhere together there.
All hope rests with Fizzy and Monster. 8-4. That's what they're looking for. But it might be so far out of reach.
Okay.
At this point, still having to fight through that pit, still having to deal with Flickless. And with Ara up close, coming out of the pit to inject you with some venom. Monster's got to do it all. And, well, he'll get the first, but time's against him. Surely it's already too far gone,
and
unlucky. Will put him in the ground. 9-3 at the half.
3 with the Vice comp also.
By GX.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of life in Frankfurt towards the end, but
it
definitely felt like an
emphasis on the middle for sure.
An 8-1 start that came out for GX, and a different look to them altogether. And a man who has had a standout performance so far has been Jesse.
And the Andre team players play. Yeah, it's something because it's just like a short amount of time. They're not like on a contract from in the country.
What do you think about that?
I don't know the law stuff on it, but
I played them in LCQ, and I
was tier 2 so far. It's not looking great, mate.
And yeah, I mean they're pretty good. Obviously, they had like 3 weeks right now of practice.
Give them a bit of time.
It's really hard to say where they are right now. You know, what's their form current.
And I think
They
I
look
asked you,
real
I want to bring you
nervous.
back to some words you had in the last time we spoke in an interview. It was a few weeks ago. You said you were not worried about any of these challenges teams. Is that still how you feel?
Yeah, for sure. Like I still think like as long as we like play our own game, we should be like fine against anyone.
And speaking about that own game, right? What's giving you confidence in the way GIANTX are playing right now?
It's been a little bit rough. I think. I mean, we've shown like potential. I think, and I think during practices, I think we know we are like capable of like making it through Playins, making it to playoffs, maybe even to champions, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just like we are gonna take it game by game, and let's see.
And what do you think the key is to bring that practice form here into the main games?
Just like confidence in ourselves, you know, confidence in ourselves, like individually, everyone. And
Good Kirk, thank you with the tier 1, mate.
And have you seen it
Appreciate
get
that.
better to better, game to game?
Depends. I would say so. Obviously, like we had like some like rough matches here and there, but I don't know. I think things have been like overall getting better. I think in practices, I think we've been getting better as well. It's just about time, you know.
And for you personally, it feels like you're always getting the impact.
If Job
kills, right?
Life
You're always
lose
coming up,
today,
like,
do they
multi-kill in the pistol round,
rebrand
something
to
that
do
sort
they
of tilts the
rebrand to
tide?
Job Lust?
What makes you
Bruh.
such an impact
That's
gamer?
a timeout.
I don't know. I don't think I'm playing good at all, to be fair. I think
That might
I'm,
be longer
like,
than 30
really,
seconds, actually.
I think I'm like individually in a really rough spot right now. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like as long as I get my confidence, I can like be really good.
And maybe more of a chance to flex today?
We'll
Ready,
see.
1 second? I did a minute
We'll
just
see
for the bad
indeed. Good
joke.
luck, my man.
Thank you.
Well, what we've seen so far has looked very good from GX, from Jesse in particular. And it looks like his dreams of going all the way to Barcelona might still be within reach. For you, well, all you got to do is reach out, grab your phone, and scan that
That's a
QR
Yampy
code
joke?
to get yourself
That is
before they're gone. Our
actually a
Stage
Yampy
2
joke, yeah.
finals weekend in Barcelona is going to be unlike any other. I've seen the Spanish crowd in person.
Go on,
If
boys.
you
Get
want
some
to, get in before they're
confidence
gone.
for the
now,
next map. I'm not
it's
saying you're
time
going to win
for
this map.
Eintracht
That's
Frankfurt to
okay.
get into this
Just
map before
bit of
it's gone.
confidence.
3 rounds
Watch
in
an
the
APAC
first half
tomorrow?
of their
Yeah,
map pick
watch
is not
APAC
what they
tomorrow.
wanted, Tom.
We're back to
Here on
normal.
attack, it
The
did
only
look like
days
towards the
I
end of the
miss
last
is
half,
I
they
think I
built up
miss...
a little bit of momentum. They
Is it
found their
next
footing, but
Wednesday?
they've got to be good out of the
I
gates
think I
here.
miss next Wednesday.
Yeah, I think they need a pistol.
It's like one of the lower
I'm not
play-ins.
really feeling
Other
the
than that, we should
11-3
catch everything
comeback.
apart from maybe second America's games because timing.
But I'll have to wait and see. Obviously, one of the problems for GX has been map pool. I was sort of talking to you before. I don't know what map, if they were going to pick one, they would go for, because there hasn't really been a standout strength. But
Dude, look at this minimap.
Ascent
Really
is
clear over
clearly
towards
where they
A
feel
with
they can be
5. They got a
dominant.
trip
I'll
over
be
towards
honest, a
C
lot
to
of what
give them
they've done on
info,
this
so they know
map
they're not on
has
site yet.
kind of just been out shooting. They've had some
What's the
good
thoughts on
mid-round
your...
calls,
What
some
is
good
your thoughts on
rotations, but
Playins? I mean, it's a
been the
cool
individuals that have helped
opportunity
drag
for the
them
tier
through.
2 teams.
Reed here's not a bad one.
Just
from West
insanely
side,
hard for them to
already with an
actually...
execution and his
If make jumps is
back
the
him up
goal,
will give them a
then...
further advantage. A walkthrough on the other side.
Whoa.
And Net gets away
Dude,
with
there's such
two.
a
There wasn't even a
huge
gap
aim
to be
diff,
left.
I
Gemelino was
swear.
hoping to be the backstab. Instead, he walks straight into the hands of the opponent. And why I think that might be the nail in the coffin for Lotus.
It has to be. 5 players towards A from GX at the start. They looked to fight A main. They saw nothing there. And Eintracht Frankfurt got completely confused by what they were seeing. No contact B. No contact C.
Hey! Nice shots! Nice
They weren't
shots!
even making
Yeah, he's
enough
giving it as
noise
well
on
about
A
them
for you
missing.
to think the play's coming in there. So they start to think, okay, we can pressure towards B. No, there's 2 people standing there.
I mean,
All
it's-
right. Well, then we can
these are
probably
like the
walk
worst
through
games
C,
to
right?
lose, man.
Wrong. They're waiting there as
Where
well.
everyone's
because
just
GX
nervous and
had
you're
that
just
early A
losing
presence
because
and
of
said, okay, we
Angels.
gotta go back and just
I'm not
contain-
saying they're doing everything
contain that
perfect
space
because
we've
even like,
given
you know,
up.
the round with the B
Eintracht
split and stuff was
walked right into
happening,
it.
they're not
10-3.
they're not making
The
plans.
classics. All right. Good start on the low buy.
that Molly might get 2.
Gets 1. Damage done and delayed. The rest of the reinforcements. Flickless is holding his ground for now. And backup is already here.
God, it seems
That's
like
the spike on its own.
Yeah, I was going to say, the early danger, well, there's only one danger now, and that is that they lose the spike. It seems like this is just a miscall from either side.
Oh, mate, what happened there?
It's so disjointed.
They've gotten lost in the sauce now.
There must have been somebody calling to go back and somebody calling to go forward.
Yeah, genuinely.
Hope this all doesn't look like this.
Zuri,
Looks
he
so
was
bad.
not helping his teammate on the
Getting
site,
so wrecked.
but not leaving. And then Monster had already left.
In and out.
And then Musashi is as far into the site as humanly possible.
Phoenix, I don't know, I'm doing good, bro. Thank you for asking.
Monster's
Hope
just
you're doing good
sat in
too.
C main. Like, obviously, Monster wants to play the flank. The other 2, one wants to delay. One can't
30
delay. He's
seconds
just
left.
stuck there. You stood inside of smoke. When he dies, you swing. They're all looking at you. I don't know what was happening there. And I don't think they did either. That's a concerning sign. Then again, with how things have gone so far, a hiccup in an eco round isn't the end of the world. But you don't want to see the micro break down like that.
What's worse than this?
Exactly.
China. I mean, the thing with China
Like
is
the
only thing that really annoys me about China is just the fact that they don't understand defense reactions, and a lot of times they don't understand like stuff on maps. But it's like a blanket. They don't understand reactions on defense, or like what they're meant to do on defense. Their aim-wise, mechanic-wise, is incredible.
We would just have to guess.
This one right here is just, it's
but
different,
now
man.
we have the
It's just
magic of being able to listen
thing.
to those comms. So realistically,
Do you think we could?
I think there's a good opportunity to do that. So I'm going to stop talking in 2 seconds and it's going to begin.
You sure?
A lot A lobby, guys. A lot outside A. Prowler, they want to push A lobby, I think, guys.
Kill them, guys. I'm holding. Hold them, guys.
A lobby.
I will make pressure. I will make pressure. Yeah. Give me one smoke for Z.
I heard one close to A.
Yeah, I'm befriad. No.
They open orbits. They left one on A close. Maybe with a judge.
Let's go.
Bring them down.
They're towering, no? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Come, let's retake A together.
They go retake A together first. Maybe towering on A. We're gonna end on a bit probably.
Can we do full retake?
Careful on the route. Let's
speak together close.
Okay. Careful on the route, guys.
Come, you ready, guys?
1, 2. I stepped.
Nice. Let's go. Maybe. Watch your judge. They will hobbit, guys.
Satchel out.
Hobbit.
I'm gonna go in front of B. Can try to go A, but very in the business, yeah.
I will open
yeah. I'm with you.
Open door, probably go business, guys, okay? Yeah. They're rotating from B. We can go business now, guys.
Hobbit.
Into. I can blind it for you.
Go blind.
Blinding now.
Nice, Riyad. Come on.
30 seconds left.
Let me go first.
One open door.
Come. Behind you. Nice, Fizzy. I hold heaven right now.
One down.
City.
I'm coming with Riyad.
Blinded.
I'm with you, fella.
I'm holding left.
There. Last player
Really
standing.
nice. Oh, well, good luck West Side. Not sure he's going to do much talking here.
Awfully quiet on the GX side.
Quickly got rid of that one.
What do you take out of that?
Westside didn't have any info to give
It wasn't too bad
that
though.
1v5.
And it maybe
Guys,
they could have been a little more decisive, but other than that, it was like pretty nice.
You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But no,
The swing over towards
much
A
more calm and
could have been a little
collected
better,
round coming out from.
it was
Eintracht
nice. Yeah, it's
Frankfurt.
clean.
I like it.
It's
They
clean comms.
clearly guess. I did notice they were very sure that somewhere there was going to be a judge. Like someone on that
What's
team
Hobbit?
has
Hobbit's
been
here.
bitten before. Just guys, there could be a judge here. Maybe there could be a judge, or there could be a judge. No one had a judge. I just want to point that not a single player had a judge. I don't think they saw a judge in the round before. So I
Yeah,
don't know
but
what
I mean,
like
the judge
someone
call is
really
good
has
because they
been
set one up
burned.
over towards A.
Guys, watch out for a judge. But no, very well called. Clearly checked every angle. A little bit of confidence, I think, as well for Jamalino, which, again, if you're a 16-year-old entering a stage that, for the most part, the rule was always you're not even allowed to play if you're 16 or 17 years old. So I think
Defeat's chances of
him
making
having a
champs
good
very
run like
high.
that is important, but we need so much more.
Indeed.
Bring them.
Much to be desired. At 11-4 down. Full buy comes out from GX. Operator in play. Ara takes it towards the B site. Jesse with a much more passive stance to control that A main info. Not even jumping up close. Taking no risks. I think instead, well, he is taking a risk. I think he's up on top of a column. But other than that, GX are hoping that presence comes towards the C site where they've wrapped in. And if it doesn't, Jesse will get the info, or Ara will presumably find a pick. And with pings there, I'm assuming they're saying danger of the B walk-up.
Thoughts on the MV situation? Oh, mate, I'm not getting involved. I haven't even listened to any of it.
Otherwise, Ara's going
I've
to
been
take
too
one of
busy.
them out, and there it is.
Look to fill in the space. Still wary of the box. Westside, though, has caught out the lurker monster outside.
doing their own
that means
thing
they
over
need
there.
to pick up the pace at least a little bit. Now they've lost the lurk on the other side. The
Nice
B
shot.
presence is all they have. And honestly, Jamalino does quite well. He dives in, but there is no follow-up. The remaining two players have shied
There's
away
MV drama.
towards
I mean,
C,
is
where
it not
there
just
going to be some space?
Is it not just old
Add
MV drama
space.
that is now coming
It is
to the
almost given
surface?
rather than earned. There's going to be 4 players looking to try and
Save it
play
for
this
Plat
as
Chat.
a retake on the GX side.
I don't think I'll be on that segment, so that's good. I
It's
don't need to
gonna
be
be
clued
tough
up
to
about it.
hold.
Yeah, well, they need to fight something, and they've made that realization, at least posturing towards that top of the map.
At least Fizzy has.
The thing is, without going forward, you wait, look at the plant position. It's not for you. Cutting them off from this main, it's the worst place that GX could come from. They have a lot of cover to work with, and now they've isolated you. Both players having to stand their own. Paranoia to start.
Wait, pretty
Fizzy
winnable.
As well, but Musashi's under heavy threat.
Still kind of
winnable-ish. Fizzy, the spam
Low
could
HP
take
comms,
down 2
spam.
with ease, but he'll be caught trying to get out of that smoke. Double digits. Extended up to 12 now for GX, while
they gave it a chance.
EINTRACHT Frankfurt are stuck on 4. Look, it's not looking like winning this map is on the table anymore, but we do need to see them deal a couple more blows.
Did you ever buy Yampy a coffee?
Did
you ever buy Yampy
It's
a coffee?
unfortunate that I don't think he will have known how much damage had been done to those remaining players.
Is that related to the thing, I take it?
Yeah, the spam there, there was, what, 4 seconds left on the clock at the end. It genuinely could have made the difference if he even survives just a little bit longer, but unfortunately...
Oh, yeah. Is it all about coffee, bro?
Immediately executed, and for GX, it's mainly just been blips.
Will you ever do a guest appearance on Vodfathers?
Like
if they want me, I'll do it.
From the likes of Monster, Musashi having a good round. And then on the other side of things, Ara, Jesse, Westside.
It's only about
to be
coffee.
honest, the whole team now up there. And it is looking like a golden
The rule is
class.
when
Now,
you're late,
I'm
you have to buy
hoping that
coffee.
for the side
That's better than my rule.
EINTRACHT Frankfurt, this
My
is
rule is
more
if you're
of
late,
a
you're losing some money.
Right, people have come in a little bit cold.
Way more than a
maybe
coffee,
the team
I'll say that
talk,
much.
Going into the next map will change things a little bit. But if not, it looks like they're about to be absolutely blown out of the water by GX.
Yeah, on their map pick with Ascent up next, it certainly isn't the best of signs.
It's also not even just like a map pick is bad.
Yes.
A map pick that your opponent hasn't played for the entirety of stage 2.
Yeah.
So it's clear that it's not even something that GX want to be playing, or at least other than them having a week to change things.
Yeah, I do think that looking at their attack side, like GX seemed well drilled on this map. It genuinely makes me wonder why we didn't see
they look
earlier
well
on.
drilled,
but this is a team
but
that struggled with identity.
you could sum up
here and
every
there in some of the
single round
series.
with
I just wish they were
Angels.
getting 2-0'd, so we never saw it.
They were.
Or like
But indeed,
at least
this
a
looks
micro
like a
feint.
strength, if anything, for GX,
Maybe not straight up
especially on
aim,
that
but at
attack
least just
side.
like the peeking or how they're swinging
8-round
together.
gap. A lot of ground to make up for this attacking side, and it looks like the pressure towards A that's come out of GX has only delayed EINTRACHT Frankfurt. They still seemingly want to take this. The
Goes
snake
beyond
light's
this
up
guy
and
though,
over,
right?
on its way. Jesse under pressure, and he won't be able to break the reveal. Out in the open, he'll just about escape. Good taking of space by EINTRACHT Frankfurt, but there is a trap being set by GX. Caught Monster flanking, and now 2 can fight out of Hobbit. They only barely traded out, and the advantage sits with the attackers. And they'll quickly fill in all
Just
this
don't
empty
mess
space
this one
thanks
up.
to the
Get your
showstopper.
confidence good. Just a couple of rounds, maybe.
Well. 2 kills for him in this round, and for Ara and Westside.
Westside's got the op.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a little bit backwards in my mind, but a man known for his headshots now has an op.
If Scream was late to
really a
prac,
spot
would
where
he have
could
the
trade
same
out either,
punishment
so
as
he's
the
gonna have to
rookies?
go
Yeah,
for
of
the
course,
retake
mate.
with this gun. Might be a nasty
Mate,
surprise
we
for
were
one of
brutal
them.
with
Will
it.
be for
Every minute
Musashi.
it goes up.
Evening things up, and you can see the time that's being taken by Ara to try and clear those backlines. Make sure there's nobody sat in the flank west side. He's not going to take much damage at all. Manages to dodge the majority of the nade, but he will lose his life on the other side of it. It's now down to Aaron. The problem is the time. Gemelino lightning fast on that
Just do that a
re-swing.
couple more times.
The youngster with the triple.
This is actually pretty nice
Another
from him.
round,
Big
I think you can
distraction
say,
over
was
towards
won by
A.
him, but
Luck timing
again,
through B.
Unless they're winning 8, now 7 rounds in a row, it's all a consolation prize.
I think it's a really nice touch to send Monster so late through B. It meant that Flickless had to go back to take that fight.
SG's the 4th seed? Yeah. This should be like the lower end of
And that
the
allowed the time for these players to move up in A main. Otherwise, there would have been 4 players from GX plus utility ready to fire out from behind that Viper wall.
Well,
and
people
it would have
are still
been a
late
really
with the finds.
uncomfortable fight.
People are still late with the finds, yeah.
Big round from Gemelino. Big role played by Monster, even though he only finds the 1 kill. A big challenge to piece together 7 more rounds like that or better.
Yeah, it feels impossible. The most we've seen so far is 2 rounds.
Were you
in a
ever
row
late to
towards the
prac?
end of the half,
Mate,
and
you think I could be late to prac if I'm telling people that they're
a
going
lot
to
of
lose
what
their
we've
salaries?
seen from EINTRACHT
I was there
Frankfurt
like
has not
an
been
hour
the
early,
most
just make sure
repeatable
that
of rounds.
I'm not a
A
hypocrite.
lot more based on those individuals, but that's what we need to see. Some of the players waking up and showing some of that level we know is there for them. Flickless. That's a freebie and it's
Well,
two! And then there's no follow-up again. There seems to be a major problem.
Well,
2 players sent into the Wolves and nobody looking to try and back them up. 2 players have been able to find a trade.
how did they use all of their fade util before
Monster's tag is only for the moment. Ara, I think he's got the read wrong here. Would have to open that door very quickly. Instead, though, West Side in position, but doesn't quite land the shots initially.
His camera in a
He's
bit.
going to fall back off of this. I wouldn't even mind seeing Musashi's ult go in here.
Or Monster.
Yeah.
That's great work by Net. Closer than was expected, even with the reveal going through. The Nightfall finds nothing. 14 seconds left, and it's all falling apart.
This was an absolute stomp. Let's hope for second map they get a little bit of nerves out. Normally the first map is everyone's just like, oh, scared to lose, all of that stuff. And then you lose and you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
I think the individuals
can just play properly.
At times have been missing.
A lot of times you're more scared of how it's going to feel to lose, or in your head you think it's going to be worse than it actually is, and then when you go through it, you're like, oh, it's actually alright.
Some of those moments as well.